Hello everybody and welcome to the Sir Butter Toasty channel. I am looking at, honestly, a guilty pleasure game of mine. I'm gonna admit something kind of personal. This is like my go-to kill time. Like, I have to wait for something and I've only got like, I don't know how much time before I have to go do the thing. Like if you make plans with someone and you don't know when those plans are going to happen, so you're just waiting on that other person. This is like my go-to game for that. It is Auto Necro Chess by Stop Signal. It is honestly one of my favorite auto chess games out there. I'm not much of an auto chess game kind of guy, but I like horror-themed games, and honestly, the art style is kind of fun. So I just wanted to dive into this, and that's gonna be today's video. If you guys are interested in this game, it's a Flash game. You can find it on Newgrounds, or you can find it on itch.io. They have an Android version of the game that you can download from the itch.io website, I believe. And yeah, I'm gonna hop right into it. So I'm sorry if this isn't like my usual content style, by the way, but the story's very simple. We're living in our little town apartment in the medieval town. Rent is due in 1 week, and we're an alcoholic, and we don't have any money, and we got no job, lots of stress. We give up. This system is broken. God damn it. But maybe it's time someone does something about it. You rashly conclude that necromancy is the only way to overthrow the establishment. So, in a crypt in the old cemetery, you make the necessary spells and become a necromancer. Okay, so this is our little tip guy. He'll tell us we gotta click, and we're in the preparation stage. We get 10 gold coins every single prep stage. We could spy, and we throw in a bone every time we level up to get a different pool and a different slot for who we could choose for skeletons. There's different types. I'll explain the three that we have here. We got the Viking. The Viking acts as kind of a frontline tank melee character. He's kind of Garbo as far as like damage goes, but you can make him pretty tanky as far as health goes. We got the Archer. They, for 2 steps, will shoot an arrow randomly at a selected target. And then we got ourselves a Flying Skull. So the Flying Skull, it seems weak, but it's a multiplying type character. So I'm going to use the spy button once. We only get it 3 times. I'm never going to use it again after this. And this is kind of like, you got the king. You can kind of see what he looks like, what his damage and health is. Every single time he gets to live around, that's going to slowly increase. He's just going to become bigger, tankier, and more damage is going to pool on his little sword thing. Then we've got his little civil defense. It's going to be supporters at first, but then it's going to grow to all sorts of other things we're going to have to deal with that is going to make our job harder. That is his overall health pool we need to destroy in order to get to him specifically. So we got 10 gold coins to start. I'm just going to take one of everyone right now so you can kind of get a feel for things. I don't have to worry that this guy has 2 HP and our little skull only has 1. The skull will die, but the archer should kill that village, that supporter. And of course, we re-roll. This guy, when he dies, it buffs who's ever standing behind him. So you got buff types, and then you've got yourself spells. And spell books only go on these like frontline slots. You can't have spells in the back to be used. So you only have 3 spell slots. I think I'm gonna save the spells. Spells are really, really useful. Alright, so it's auto chess, so the game's gonna play itself out. We can pause it if we want to. If we have the spells out, then we could choose to deliver a spell. And of course we got fast forward to move things up in pace. So now we got our money again. I'm gonna upgrade the archer. Now, his health and damage has been increased, so in melee range, he's going to be able to do 2 damage instead of 1. Also, his bow now does 3 damage instead of 1. I'm going to put the book down. Right now it does 1 damage for 3 steps. So we upgrade it again. It is now going to do 1 damage for 3 steps, but we can use the book twice. Or 3 times? I don't remember. And of course we got this guy. He's also like the archer. He's a projectile character. But he only throws straight forward for 2 steps instead of at random. So if this guy was on the line and there was some guy up here, he's not going to throw a rock at him. But the archer could still hit that guy in the corner, which is why the archer's still good. This guy, he's just a basic skeleton. The basic 1/1 skeletons are just going to give you a coin every time you purchase them. And I think I'm going to level up the Viking next round just to make sure this top lane is going to be defended well. And let's test the spell out, just to show you how that works. Doesn't matter, he died. That didn't go according to plan. Upgraded characters do more damage to the big health bar, by the way, so it's always good to have more upgraded characters. As you can see, his damage went up, but the second it happened, his ability kicked in and converted it into HP. I'm going to re-roll. I don't want the basic skeletons. I much prefer other characters. We're going to go with the assassin. If the Viking guy hits a guy in front of him, the assassin is going to throw knives, and he'll throw more knives depending on what his level is. And then I think I'm going to put a spear guy in front of our bowman just to keep him safe. As we can see, bottom lane is really weak right now. We don't have a lot of guys down there, just the floating head, but I can mitigate that by doing this with the spell book. And that'll keep things nice and balanced. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to get through the whole entire game without taking a single hit on our health bar, which would be kind of nice. All right, I got another multiplying character and the bone. So certain items you can attach to characters. If I put the bones on this guy, when he dies, he'll turn into a flying funny bone. Then we've got ourselves the bard here. The bard I'm going to place right here. So if the skull guy dies and he turns into the funny bone, it's technically a summoned character and the bard will give it 1 damage. He's a buff character. And I'm going to put the rat here too for the same reason. Hey, look at that. Dude, we're good. Right now we're early game, so it's nice we're getting like this variety of stuff that we are already using. Later, it might be a little bit harder to get what we want because there'll be more different characters in the pool to summon. So if I want to get someone to level 3 instead of being level 2, it's going to take more rerolls or chance. So we're counting on RNG here. All right, before... So this guy, right, he's got a beer bottle on him. If he gets hit by a projectile, he's going to throw that bottle, and it's going to do 1 damage. So let's say this archer hit him, he would hurt the Viking, and that would suck. So spells can replace items and make it so now he no longer has a projectile, which is really nice. Yeah, buddy. We might not even need to use all of our spells. And as you can see right there, he died and turned into a red rat. The red rat has no HP bar, but now it does 2 damage because of the bard here. So an excellent use of visual showing on the game part. Okay. I'd like to upgrade this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And then we could re-roll. I'm going to bank this one. This one also counts as a summon. It summons one of these guys, but he's got 2 health and 2 damage instead of 1/1. And it does not give us a coin, but we could kind of place it wherever we want. If we feel like there's a weak lane, you could just put a summon skeleton down. I'm not going to take that spell because I don't need it this run, but I wanted to tell you about it. Now I'm going to use my spells to essentially eliminate projectiles. This guy right here, the snitch, when he dies, he's going to multiply because they get their own multiplying enemies. All right, we should be able to see that now. He turned into 2-on-1s. And when the Viking hits it, we're going to see the assassin kill the other guy behind him, which is nice. But as you can see, like, snitches can slow down the pacing of things. If you can't kill, like, a snitch or his little idiot buddies, they could kill one of your more powerful guys. Like, the spearman here has 3 damage, which means he's one of our higher damage dealers. If he ran into, like, 2 snitches in a row, he'd be dead before he could actually be useful against a higher armored enemy. Alright, we're like more than midway through already. We've got a solid composition going. Alright, what do I want to do? I'm thinking of taking another book. And let's put another spear guy down for now. I'm gonna roll. Alright, we got a good item here. Also, there are other buffing types besides the bard. We've got the blacksmith, and then there's the milkmaid. The blacksmith gives permanent damage at the beginning of every prep stage to anything that's behind it. I'm not going to use him because I don't have the character that gets the most benefit out of it. And the milkmaid does the same exact thing, but with armor. So I'm going to attach a shield to our Viking. Now, whenever he gets hit, it doesn't matter how much damage is done to him. It's going to be converted down to 1, unless it's a specific enemy that we will encounter later. See, right now, they finally got guards out, and they've got swords. So they do 3-3. We've got a bunch on the front line here. So they're going to be a pain in the butt. This guy right here, probably going to die. So let's try to get at least 1 guard dead before this guy gets absolutely murdered. And actually, we're probably going to want to put one on this backline guy too. I don't think this lane's going to do well. And top lane, I think top lane's also going to struggle. So that guy. I'm going to fast forward this round, and we'll see how it goes. Actually, no, I'm going to let it play out. So far, mid lane's doing okay. They're not getting screwed yet. Top lane did good there. I think top lane's going to clear, to be honest. We might lose the Viking guy, potentially. Bot lane's a little worrisome. I'm not sure how I feel about bot lane right now. Mid lane's fucked. We might actually lose 1 heart off of this. Which, this late in the game, losing 1 instead of, like, 3 or 5, kind of a win. Like, I'm not gonna have a flawless run, sadly. RNG sometimes prevents that. You get unlucky draws. Alright, I've got another book. So, and I've got the sword guy, Excalibur. He literally has like a tiny version of the Berserk sword that looks like the Dragon Slayer. Kind of cool. And if we had that blacksmith, we could be upgrading this guy passively, because on level up for this dude, he doubles his damage, which is broken. He's honestly one of the best frontliners for late game, so I'm thinking about taking him. That's kind of what I want to do. I'm going to put him frontline. Book. Now I get to finally show you what happens when you level something up to level 3. 3 is the max level, and when you do level something up to level 3, you get a bonus draw for the selection pool. And it's always going to be something that's a higher tier than what your current level is. I've got 3 bones in the little summoning pot. So it's going to give me a 4-bone summoning pot, as you can see from the top of the character right here. And summon ally gives the summoned a blessing max 6 times. That means it just negates damage entirely. The rocker's really useful if you're going for a zoo build, which is what I'm calling whatever this is down here, where it's just summoning non-stop skeletons and rats and other various creatures. But I will not be committing to the zoo build. so I do not need the rocker. I want to focus on building up these 2 lanes here, and I want to get level 2 for the skull and the ratful, because they'll usually do pretty good on their own. Got another bard, though. I'll definitely level that up. And we've also got milk. Milk does overall buffs, but I'm not going to buy it because there's an upgraded version of this that starts spawning in later. We're going to lock in on this assassin and then move forward. Now, I think I want to save the book for now. Maybe. Let's look at our lanes. I think this lane will live, but I'm going to kill this guy first. And I think life would be better without this dude. Let's see it play out. I'm going to say the last spell, just in case we need it. Also, I don't know if you caught that. The snitch, when he died, the idiot spawned. The second idiot did not spawn because they're sandwiched in between 2 people. That is the power of a good archer shot. They don't always happen, but when they do, you get good stuff. All right, I'm going to pause. As you can see, our archer's 2-2. We are not going to make that line, so now we get to use that final spell to clutch out and go flawless on this round. I hope. Now we got another interesting spawn for the item pool. We got the mausoleum. I haven't seen that one yet, but it does give us coins every turn, which will make it so we have more buying power. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy the mausoleum. We're going to max out this guy. And now we have a level 3 dude, and it gave us the succubus. I'm going to freeze the skull head, and I'm going to put the succubus down here. The succubus is cool. Whatever it attacks, it turns it into an ally. So, kind of a big win on our end to get that this early. Excalibur, we're going to lock that in. I don't even know if I want to keep half of these, because I don't know if I'm going to be using half of them all. But let's move on. I'm going to save the book for now. Let's actually wait and see. Oh, yep, that's my mistake. I should probably, cancel that guy out. As you see, level 3 assassin throws 3 knives out. We just wiped that whole entire lane with just him. And he's behind the frontliner, so... Another instance where we have to use our spell book for the back line here. You know what? I think we'll make it, but it's going to be close on this bot line here. Thankfully, the bard does 2 damage, so we've cleared that. We didn't do too much damage to the big health bar, but we soldier on, you know? Now we get level 4 spawns. This is max level. This is where we're going to see a lot of big stuff. So I'm going to go for the skull. I'm going to put this guy here. And you know what? We'll put another guy here for now. There we go. Now we can start rolling, seeing what they'll give us. We got ourselves the big boned. Every single time he takes damage, he gains 2 damage himself. So he's kind of like one of those characters where if you buff his HP a ton, he becomes more dangerous as he outlives the enemy. I'm gonna freeze the rat folk. We want that. That is what I'm gunning for. And we'll freeze that last Viking so we can finish leveling that guy up. Alright, we got 2 new enemy types. As you can see, we've swapped out the Snitch for the APC, which summons 2 guards. And then we've got ourselves the Knight, who spawns with the shield, same as the Viking shield. It reduces 2 damage. I hate those guys. Oh, I also noticed that there's an archer on their side now. So we have to strategically plan out how we're going to do this. I'm thinking best case scenario for top lane is taking out one of the knights. Bot lane might struggle here, but I think they should be okay. As long as we take out this archer, and I'm going to save the last one for something else. Okay, bot lane's pretty secure, if you were to ask me. Looking at it, mid lane might be our struggle. I'm going to put that there. Actually, top lane might be screwed. We're going to take a little bit of damage this round. I don't even know if we're actually going to get any hearts off on the king. But thankfully, they don't do double damage to our hearts. As long as we don't have, like, their zoo characters spawning in multiple characters. So we're going to lose 5 hearts. That's kind of unfortunate, but at least it's not us losing the game. Okay. The strategy stays the same. Level up the Viking all the way. He's now going to protect our assassin quite well. We did get the opportunity to get a kobold. Kobold? Kobold. I'm thinking we move these guys up, right? Move this guy up. Swap this guy down. Big buff this guy. And then we'll... Big damage. Now he does 12 damage and has 6 health. Next round, we're going to shield him up. And... I think we'll just roll for now, see what we can get. Another kobold. We're going to lock that. And we got a medic lady. Kind of helpful. I'm not going to take her. I usually don't. And then we've got this, the pigman. The pigman and the kobold are both walking in it characters. Every time they move a certain amount of steps, something happens with them. For him, it's every 2 he attacks. For him, every 3 steps, he gains 1 damage. Same strategy as before. We're taking out this archer. And I'm just gonna... This poor sticky guy, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna do well. There's actually a lot more knights on the board than I'm used to seeing. Alright, new idea. Let's actually weaken this group right here a lot. Faster we can kill this line, the better. There we go. This is kind of working out in our favor. It's not perfect. Bot line's gonna... Oh, dude, we might actually have a lost run here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No, it's done. We've lost. It's over. We did our best, though. We tried. On our first run of the night, not bad. I usually go through like 4 or 5 of these runs in like a play session. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I'm going rapid fire, so I'm not gonna be thinking too much. I want one of these, reroll, because we get one free reroll technically. Oh, that's not good. That is not what I wanted. We'll just keep this train going. Okay, I'm gonna lock him in. Lock this in. Lock that in. We're good. And we'll skip through. 2 damage. Let's set these guys up. Upgrade this. Roll. We already got one of these guys. We might as well keep putting some sort of something into it, you know? Bam, second round done. Let's see what we got. We're gonna upgrade. It's always round 2 they upgrade us. Now we've got these guys. I'm gonna get 2 of them in advance. They're not giving us what we want, so we'll just roll for it. That'll do. This'll do great. And, you know, we'll get that level 3. And we'll just kill that guy and this guy. Just in case. I don't trust the archer's gonna kill this guy, so... And he didn't. He shot both his shots on top and mid. Not really helpful for his line. But we helped him out with the spell book. Another spell book. Rat. Put him over here. Bam. Look at that. Level 2. Roll. Another rat. More money. This might be a money run. We might actually be banking this whole time. Replace that. Take him out. And him. I don't think mid lane's gonna do well. Okay, mid lane should be fine now. Nicely done. All those little hits in. Next round. We got another rat. We're gonna take it. Take the money. Take this one too. Now we're at 4 again. That's gonna give us the opportunity to rat up. But I'm gonna combine them. We're gonna get a level 3 character. Permanent 2 health. Alright, we're just gonna have a really, really tanky guy. Let's just put him here and make him the tankiest dude. We're gonna be able to level up our Bard all the way. Take the bones, we'll take the assassin. We're gonna want to tank up bot line too. Bot line's doing not good. Bot line's actually struggling really hard. Alright, let's... Oh, bot lane's fucked, dude. Bot lane's just clutched it. The archer, he shot the right people. I had low faith. Mid lane's gonna get hit real hard though. I'm gonna fast forward this. Yeah, 3 hearts gone on our end, but that's fine. Things are looking fine for us. We're gonna put this guy here, swap him around. Our top lane's gonna be so buff. And it's not even intentional. I don't even want it like that. Okay, let's roll. Upgrade our archer for sure. I think the pigman would be pretty good to have since we don't have a frontliner. And, you know, permanent damage. Why not? This is looking really bad, actually. I don't know how we're going to pull through with this one. Yeah, that's not good. We're done. We got bad pulls, honestly. That's the thing, is like sometimes you just get hyper pulls. Like top lane, the zoo area, way too much going on there. I could have moved them around, made it make more sense, but I don't know. I don't even need to take spells level 1. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't take spells at all. I'll go runs where it's just minions. Okay, let's see what we got. Archer. Spells. Rock guy? I don't want him. Yeah, get him out of here. Alright, that's good enough. Everybody lived. Money, please. All right. I could level this up to level 3 and it will give it max damage output. But I'm not going to do that. That might not make sense to some people. But now I get 4 spells. So we could just spam the spells on everyone that's going to struggle the hardest. Bam, easy win. No one died. More money. Now we get 2 every round. That's going to give us an easy 12 gold every round, which means you could buy 4 characters if we wanted to. Oh my god, okay. Well, we're going to take the money next round, and I think something else. That guy, this guy, and these 2 guys. We're going to lose 1 HP. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared enough. No flawless. More money. Debatable. We don't need spells. I need this guy specifically. And these 2 guys. There we go. Now we've got something going for us. Before we didn't. Kind of struggling before. There we go. That should even that out. Let's kill this guy. And we'll save the last spell. I think we'll have no loss. Oh, shoot. We're gonna have a little bit of loss. Sometimes my predictions are off. What can I say? I'm only human. And that guy gets upgraded. Another skull. I want to combine these guys so bad. I can't though. So we'll just shield this guy for now. None of that is what I want. That is awful. Put the rat there. Put the rat there. Yes, now we're thinking. Now we got guards showing up. Don't like that, but we gotta get rid of these drunkards. Alright, this is looking good. Bot lane struggled, top lane just got by, and oh my god, we lost mid lane. Okay. We gotta do better than this. There we go. Let's money up. We'll get the... who do I want to give? I don't want to give Jumbo Milk to the Viking, because he'll just lose it. He'll throw it away. He doesn't appreciate nice things. I'll give it to the Spear guy. And I think we can combine these guys now, actually. You know what? We'll put her on the front line for now. Milk made that guy to be tanky. You know, we could get a wizard. A wizard would kind of help us out quite a bit. So I'm going to move these guys up, move this guy over. And I can show you what a wizard does just for visual sake. He casts a spell anytime we cast a spell, so... There we go. Now he's going to throw a spell at someone. Then we can replace another item. And then another one. And last one. I think this should do it. And we'll just fast forward through the rest of this. I think they should be able to handle themselves. Okay, mid lane lost. My bad. Make him tankier. And then make him even tankier. And then make him throw more knives. Oh my gosh, what? We were getting... Having a fully upgraded bank, very, very overpowered. I want to get the blacksmith, but I haven't seen a sword guy. We got a summoner as well. When he dies, he summons imps. Imps are kind of fun. I'm gonna get the bone instead. Another rat. We actually need another rat, so that's good. And let's move forward. Oh, I messed up. You can only throw one spell at a time, so that was a little bit of a waste on our end. Let's make him weaker. I think top lane can handle themselves. But for the sake of safety... Top lane came out by a hair. Mid lane did fine. Bot lane did good. You know what? Putting that shield on the spear guy helped us. Upgrade the rat. Upgrade the bone. Upgrade the bone again. Get him to max upgrade. Get the mega jug for spear guy. That's good. That's good. I like that. I think we'll re-roll a couple times. Start playing into... We could get more rats. We could get more assassins. Fully level up our assassin, actually. That sounds like a good idea to me. And, I'll level this up. Let's see what we get. We get the... I don't even care about the rocker. That's so unfortunate. Okay, let's do this guy and this guy. Then we'll do... I don't know what to do here. I think mid lane's got themselves in a really good spot, and I think bot lane's fine too. But for the sake of safety with the assassin here... Yeah, it's some good stuff. We'll just let them duke it out. I have faith. I think we're doing pretty good here. Our spear guy is absolutely wrecking these dudes. And we cleared house. Look at that. That's crazy, right? We just got down to the last line. We're gonna have to be careful. We're gonna have to start making very, very brave choices. All right, let's move you here. Move you here. I'm kind of thinking we just keep upgrading Spear Guy to become a god, you know? We can upgrade Rat all the way. Another Rat there. Like, thinking to myself, if only Spear Guy was actually Sword Guy. But I see a second Spear Guy, so we're freezing Spear Guy too. This may be the last round, I'm not sure. Let's play it safe. And kill all the archers. We're wasting Wizard's potential, but it's fine. I don't want my guys getting killed and ruining our formation because these fuck-ass archers murder them. Dude, this knight up here is eating everything. There we go. Oh my god, he wiped out the whole zoo. Alright, we're on the final round, which means we no longer need half of the stuff we have. First, we'll get her, and then combine them, and then sell them. And then, we can sell the mausoleum as well. We no longer need that. There's not going to be any more rounds. Upgrade Spear Guy. He now has 21 HP. It's kind of insane. Let's buff him again. And then, you know, it doesn't hurt to have another succubus. Now she's blessed. That first damage that hits her isn't going to do anything. Fully upgrade Rat. I didn't do anything because I didn't do anything with Big Bones. I'm going to put him here. Here's all the wasted potential we didn't get to achieve. Alright, let's do a quick spy. You know what? I might as well. I haven't used it, but I want to show you guys what we're in for. As you can see, they're going to throw their all at us. We got 4 archers, so I think one of them is going to make it through, and I don't like that. He's going to be able to get at least 2 shots. And if he wipes out an important character, that's going to suck. And, of course, the king spawns in middle. He's going to have the most HP and the most damage. But we also have 2 princes. And they have similar stats to the knight, where the knight has the shield on them. But they do 6 damage and have 10 HP, so we'll see how that plays out. I am going to absolutely screw them by taking their archery line. Zoo is going to have a good time. Zoo's going to have a great time. Mid lane's who I'm worried about, but I think they should be okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's see how bot lane does. They're also worrying. We're probably gonna be fine if we don't kill all of them. if one of their lanes gets through, it's not going to kill us. And she turned an APC against them. That's kind of insane. We're going to be watching these APCs go at it for like an hour now. Our zoo line's doing great. This is one thick rat. Look how chonky this guy is. He's gonna turn to like 500 other rats. Watch, he's gonna be like, I kill ye, rat. Boom. More rats. And he's gonna be like, oh shit. Bam. Another rat. What are you gonna do about it? This is New York out here. Bot lane 1. I predicted that would happen. And now the king's gonna slowly genocide everyone on this row. Because you can't turn the succubus against anything. There we go. Then we got this big guy. No more big guy. No more big guy. Big guy gone. Spear guy's giving him the business, though. And we won. We did it. I did it in three attempts. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. We are the big guy. This is what a big guy looks like. Look at how happy those town folk are. There's actually a funny alternate ending where if you get to 0 HP but still kill the king, you just, it's the same thing but you're a little skeleton instead. Anywho, I know this isn't like some big indie game on Steam or itch or anything, but I really enjoy it. This is one of my favorite games to play when I'm killing time and just trying to like blow off some steam or whatever, because it's just like, turn my brain off, watch the little skeletons beat up the little guys. Little guy. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I make lots of videos. More than you even know. 3 a week. And I'm gonna cut myself off in the middle.